Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of this video finds you. It's your boy Jay, and the Rocksteady Mantle has been confirmed for Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, me personally, upon seeing the Ghillie Mantle way back in the gap when they first showed off Monster Hunter Wilds, my first thought was, okay, I hope Rocksteady and Temporal Mantles do not make a return. Yet here we are, after watching the new Black Flame hunts, we have confirmation that the Rocksteady Mantle is in the game, right? So I've seen a couple different opinions about this already. Some people are like, yeah, glad it's coming back, I loved using it. Some are like, man, I was really hoping not to see it. You know, it's kind of broken, blah, 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 you know. But, and I'm more in the second camp. Like, I was hoping not to see it, and I was hoping to use other mantles rather than just go Rocksteady again, because it's just so powerful, right? But the Rocksteady Mantle that we're used to comes with other things that make it more useful than what it is at face value. You know, so at face value, you throw on the Rocksteady Mantle, you're not going to get roar flinched anymore. Your hunter doesn't react to being hit anymore. Your defense is heightened, so you can tank more hits. And really, it's just like a I don't give a blank kind of mantle. You know what I'm saying? But there are a few key things that are going to be different from the last time we saw this mantle compared to now, where even just these things being different will make this mantle less powerful, right? Will make players choose perhaps a different mantle, right? And the first of these things is the Clutch Claw, right? Clutch Claw is gone. You used to use the Rocksteady Mantle because when you got the Rocksteady Mantle on and you clutch onto a monster, you're not going to get knocked off, you're not going to get roared off, and you're going to tank through all of the things that the monster is doing while you're on it, right? And you have increased defense. So, I mean, you're just going to be able to exact your will on the monster, especially if it's not enraged. And if it is enraged, you're going to get the tenderization that you're looking for no matter what. And this leads me to my second point about what makes the Rocksteady Mantle so damn powerful the last time we saw it, is the health augment, right? Health augment was the second part of the Rocksteady Mantle kit that made it so damn strong, right? So, you know, your defense is heightened, so you take less damage from the monsters, you don't flinch, so if you're swinging your weapon, that attack is gonna hit if you're good enough to hit the monster, and when you hit the monster, you're gonna regenerate some of that damage that you did right back, right? So in the example I'm talking about, you clutch onto the monster, you do your tenderizations, doesn't matter you got hit, you recovered all that HP back by doing your tenderization since it did damage, right? And you threw on the Rocksteady Mantle, you had the health augment on, yo, this monster's gonna hold this true charge slash and I'm gonna recover all the damage off that I just got hit with. Doesn't matter, right? But this being a high rank game in Monster Hunter Wilds, I'm not sure we're gonna have the health augment just the way it was in Monster Hunter World, right? We already went through an entire base game and expansion with no health augment as it was, right? I mean, we did have Blood Right, which was a skill which was a little harder to get, and even that had conditions that you had to complete first before you could start the lifesteal. You had to break parts before you could get your health augment going, you know what I'm saying? So it was a little harder, it was a barrier to entry, and that game didn't have the Rocksteady Mantle. But the reason why I bring it up is I think if we do get health augment back, it's going to be in a different form. It's going to be in a way where it's going to be harder to activate. That way it's not as strong as it was when paired with the Rocksteady Mantle. You know what I'm saying? So those two major things, right? Health augment and Clutch Claw being gone automatically kind of nerf Rocksteady's usage a little bit. Because now you don't just get to recover your health up. You got to stop, drink a potion in order to get your health back. You know what I'm saying? You can't just aggress and be super rewarded and just bash your head through using this new mantle, because you're gonna have to stop. Otherwise, the Rocksteady Mantle just becomes the toe tag mantle, okay? It just becomes you gonna die mantle, because if you put that joint on, you're just gonna tank all these hits, and you're not gonna recover your way through it via attacking. And guess what? Womp womp, you wasted a card because you were careless in the way you used the mantle, right? And of course, there are other things that they could do. Maybe they can reduce the amount of defense that the Rocksteady Mantle gives you, so that you have to be even more careful than we were back in World when it first came out. Maybe they can reduce the duration. Maybe they can extend the cooldown. So yes, at face value, am I bummed that the Rocksteady Mantle has made an appearance? Yes. But I also understand that there are conditions that are probably going to be different this time, which is going to reduce its effectiveness and maybe give other mantles in the game a chance to shine. Give, like, hey, Rocksteady's good, don't get me wrong, but like, hey, this mantle's kind of better because we don't have Clutch Claw, we don't have Health Augment. You can't just bash your way through and get rewarded by healing up by aggressing, you know what I'm saying? So maybe, let's use the Evasion Mantle because it's a little bit better if it's in the game or something. Or let's use the Impact Mantle because I'm playing DBs and I want to score a couple KOs or something like that. So yes, am I bummed that Rocksteady is here? Of course, but I do understand that there are many different ways they can balance this out to make it a more reasonable mantle and not have it be as overpowered as it was. So yeah, having it be here, not the end all be all. I feel like I need more details to really say how good or bad this is for the game, but I understand that not everybody is like me. And that's the beauty of it, right? A big reason of why I'm making this video is to start the conversation, is to have a discussion. Hit the comments down below and tell me, how are you feeling about the confirmation of the Rocksteady Mantle, right? Do you feel the same as I do, where you're like, well, there are a couple ways they could, bring it back down to earth, bring it more in line with other mantles? Or are you just fundamentally against what the Rocksteady Mantle does or stands for in the game? Let me know in the comment section down below. I do plan on replying to each and every comment that hits this video at least one time. So yeah, man, head to the comment section. Talk to me about how you're feeling about seeing the Rocksteady Mantle in Monster Hunter Wilds. As always, people, happy hunting. Peace.